Costa Rica.
Last day.
It's our last day. We're really sad. But we've had such an amazing week. We wanted to take some time to maybe tell you a little bit about it. All right. So first we wanted to talk about our favorite activity. We did a lot of different things this week. We did whitewater rafting, jungle cruise. We did zip lining, the chocolate tour, and then today we did snorkeling and
Catamaran.
on the catamaran. So Jen, what was your favorite thing of the week?
My favorite was whitewater rafting, for sure. I've never been whitewater rafting. That was the first time. I was a little bit nervous because I've never been whitewater rafting. And it was amazing. I think it was the right degree. Is that the right? I mean, I know you have like different classes of rapids, and I feel like it was just perfect for, there was like downtime where we were chatting and just kind of enjoying the scenery, and they were pointing out, birds and things. And then there were some really fun, exciting going through the rapids times.
I think I have two. Really my most exciting was zip lining. We had done it once before in Honduras, and I was really, really excited for that. And it lived up to my expectations. It was really fast and really fun and really safe. And so it was really exhilarating. And the views from up there ziplining were just amazing. But then the next day we went on the chocolate rainforest tour. And our guide for that, Chapo, he was amazing. He made learning about the chocolate in the rainforest, which extremely entertaining. I laughed so hard, and at the end I went to thank him, and we kind of had a bonding moment with some personal things in our own lives, and he will always have a special place in my heart now. So
what I thought about that was he would have made that so much fun for kids.
Yes.
Like a topic that potentially I could see my kids being like, oh my gosh, seriously, Mom? They would have laughed. They would have learned a lot. It was very interactive, so we had you doing things. It wasn't just like you were doing it. And I thought my kids would have loved it. Would have loved it.
Definitely. So next up is what were you most surprised by in this whole experience?
I was most surprised that I ziplined, that I actually did it, that I stepped off the thing and did it, because I have to say I was feeling a little nervous. I was a little bit worried. So I'm surprised that I did it, but I think one of the things that really stood out to me was there were honestly some people that I thought I was struggling, and there were people that were struggling a little bit even more than I was with doing it, that were really, really scared and upset. And the camaraderie that came together, and everybody was cheering for them and like, you got this, you can do this, you got it. And afterwards, she said, I'm so glad I did it, and I couldn't have done it without. You don't understand how much that cheering meant to me and made me feel like I really could do it. So the friendships I think that were made here, and the camaraderie that kind of bonds you all together when you do these amazing things like whitewater rafting and zip lining, and I think surprised me. I heard that would happen, but I didn't really think it would happen. But it really does happen.
Yeah, I know. They always say that at the last night when we have the farewell dinner, that people are like crying and exchanging information, saying goodbye. I'm like, really? Like, you're on a trip with strangers? Why would you be doing that? That seems odd. But now that we've lived it, I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do next week without you?
I get it.
And that was for me too the most surprising thing, because I just can't believe that we have come together as such a group. And there is opportunity with ziplining. If you want to do a nature hike, you can totally do it. There's other options if that's not something you're even able to do. But these girls didn't think they could do it, but because of our group effort, they were like, I'm gonna do it, and they were so proud, and we were proud, and then we were crying. Yeah. We're like, we're so proud of you. So that was just really surprising how much our group bonded, and from talking to the adventure guys, that's really typical. So you can expect that group atmosphere. So that is what you might think is a drawback of group travel, turns out really to be the best part of group travel. We were there for each other, we helped each other and created these bonds, and then today we're out on the catamaran and we're just partying with our closest friends, because now we're best friends
with everybody that you want to be there with.
Yeah, so it was perfect. What do you think was the most challenging part of this whole adventure?
For me, the most challenging part, I am a person who, just to give you some background, when I go to a hotel, I get to the hotel, my husband takes the kids to the pool, and I unpack. I unpack everybody gets a drawer, everything's very organized. So for me, because we had like the first night was one night in the first hotel and then moving, and then three nights in the second hotel and then moving, and then 2 nights here. That for me was the most challenging, was how do I pack and how do I stay organized and how do I do all this? And in all honesty, the very first night we got here, you went down to dinner and I was like, I'm not really hungry, I'm repacking. Like I'm redoing it because now that I'm here I didn't do it right. Like I can see I didn't do it right and I have to redo it, and I think I got it now, but to me that was a challenge. For sure.
Yeah, and I think packing for the trip in general was a big challenge for me too, because you get the adventure guide, which is awesome, and I feel like we are so equipped to give you guys the tips and answer your questions about what
things you
should
should have brought that I didn't bring, things I
Right.
did bring that haven't even seen the light of day.
And then how to organize your suitcases. So like, we're traveling both individually, so we just had our one suitcase, but it's been really eye-opening to think about, okay, when I'm here with my family of 5, I would pack differently than I would for any other vacation because of although the packing guide and the adventure guide is really helpful with ideas of what to bring, I feel like we have a really good sense of what you'll need on day 1, what you'll need on day 2, what you'll need on day 3, so that
there were definitely some things I thought I packed well, and there were some things that I got here and I was like, why did I not bring that?
I think it was really challenging to pack for Adventures by Disney because it is such a unique type of vacation, but I think that our team of magical memory planners can really help you overcome those challenges and make sure you have everything you need. So Jen, now that you've completed Costa Rica, where are you going next?
My dream Adventures by Disney is Egypt. As soon as that came out, I was like, oh my gosh, we gotta go to Egypt, and that came out, and I looked at the itinerary and was like, this is the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my life, and we have to go. So that's my dream. What about you?
Honestly, I feel like I have to bring my kids back to Costa Rica. I really feel like this particular itinerary, because we've done zip lining in Honduras and we did whitewater rafting in the Adirondack Mountains and a little bit in Jamaica, like these are the things my family loves best. So I really think I would actually come back to Costa Rica next. And since Fico is the guide that's been doing it since the beginning of time, I'm hoping he would still be the guide when I bring my family back. So that would be awesome. So that's our little recap. We're going to cry our way through our farewell dinner tonight.
Maybe it is good we did this beforehand, because I feel like afterwards we would have been like,
I can't even. Costa Rica is an amazingly beautiful country. The people here are kind and welcoming. They're funny. Fico is my favorite. I can say that. Fico is my favorite Tico. I've been calling him Tico all week, and Tico is like a nickname for a Costa Rican. So he's like, well, I am a Tico. And I'm like, I know, but that's not your name. So I can say now Fico is my favorite Tico. We've gotten some amazing special pins. Mm-hmm. We had a surprise birthday celebration halfway through the week, which was so cool.
That was a lot of fun.
Especially because
she got to celebrate her birthday.
My 40th birthday, so super excited about that. But it was neat to see how they celebrated it, and they said that they can celebrate graduations, anniversaries, birthdays, and it doesn't have to be that you're on your adventure. I mean, if you give an adventure as a gift for a graduation gift or as a anniversary gift, and maybe you give it at the graduation or at the anniversary party, but the travel isn't until 3-6 months later, that's fine. Yeah, they're ready to celebrate with you. So this can be an amazing graduation gift. I feel like that would be like a peak graduation gift. So that was really fun. So it's just been an amazing week. If you're interested in Adventures by Disney, have questions about a particular itinerary, or want to talk to us more about it, we're always here to answer your questions. So, bye everybody.
Bye.